Hello, everyone, and good morning to you all. I hope everyone is doing fine and are healthy during this pandemic, and I hope you stay safe. All right, and this week we are going to start with a new unit, which is Unit 2. The first topic, direct and indirect speech. Direct and indirect speech kan chan le tonga tun kara chuan Unit 2 ani a Unit 1 kan zo to a Unit 3 ami presi writing le Unit 4 ami letter writing kan ti to boka tuna chuan Unit 2 a kan le lenga chuan heta hian ye kan chan tak tak ma in letter writing a in assignment fail kha kalau check a mistake in siam na tam tak chu in letter in resume in ronzia a letter body kha chu a tharenga in thak thiam hlomma ma se a resume in zia dan kha format ka pek ang cheu khan ron ti lo in tam em em a kha school a in ti dan chin an lo ni chuan school no pang ni to lo atuna chuan college student ni to a chu wang chuan college a kan pek ang cheu hi pom ula mang sham torin ka ron cha du cheu ni chu chu example ka ron pek cheu a khan in lo en chele donya format. So today we will start with direct and indirect speech. What is a direct speech? Direct speech repeats or quotes the exact words spoken. Tilkan soi ka direct speech chuan it repeats it ani na ang pa ngai khan engma thak danglam lawin arun repeat ani so when we use direct speech in writing, we place the words spoken between quotation marks. Direct speech at one, thukan soika, it is written within quotation marks. And there's no change in these words. We may be reporting something that's being said now. Mo tuna kan soika kan report thea. For example, a telephone conversation tuna phone in man in chong in til soika tu man na in report don san ani na ang takin an so ilo soi theni. All right. Then, or telling someone later about a previous conversation. Emo phone hey example la aron say ang khan phone in til shat in thudon ang kha in nu le pate in chan de hena in convey le don khan in soi chong le china chu chan chu ti chuan ati mo chu chan chu ti chuan lo ti ro ati a tiang chi kha direct speech ni chu. So on examples, please look at the examples carefully, right? She says, "What time will you be home?" She said, "What time will you be home?" And I said, "I don't know." Tiang ho zong so in direct speech fekani. Nothing is converted, alright? Then there's a fly in my soup, screamed Simone. Tahian she says the there she said tiang chi chu common ni in she changang tiro nang nipon. Mase a third example ahian there is a fly in my soup, screamed Simone. Hey anu a soi tu kha anu nga anda so it doesn't make it less direct speech, right? It is still a direct speech. John said there's an elephant outside the window. When Mrs. Diaz opened the door, I asked, "Have you seen Lee?" She replied, "No, I haven't seen him since lunchtime." The boss was angry and shouted, "Why isn't he here? He hasn't finished that report yet." Do you see the differences in these sentences? Hey, amma sa zo ka chuan says ti te said ti te kan mang ta ti ro hengang ho chu akumon ani. Chuan screamed, asked, replied, shouted. Ya ang ho zong po hi aman thei vek ani chu. Says ti te said ti ringot nilau khan hengang ho hi sentences there khan it can be changed and it can be utilized, all right? What is indirect speech? Reported or indirect speech. Reported speech and detail chinani indirect speech. What is the other name of indirect speech? And it's one question boron swak tute. Reported speech. Right. Reported speech are also known as indirect speech. Reported or indirect speech is usually used to talk about the past, so we normally change the tense of the words spoken. Indirect speech, so it is usually put in past tense, alright? Usually, not always. So it is usually changed to past tense, but it is not always changed. chu rules nakina chi shang kan en chawanga in shithiam meng chuan we use reporting verbs like say enge reporting verbs khalo shian ngal tur enge reporting verbs kan ti chuan say ti te tell ti te ask mo ni chena mi ho kan soyang thau kha khang ang ho kha reporting verbs ani and we may use the word that that to introduce the reported words. Inverted commas are not used in indirect speech. Example: she said I saw him. Direct speech and indirect kan thla don chuan she said that she had seen him. Indirect speech chuan that aron oma chuan it is changed to past tense, alright? So that may be omitted. She told him that she was happy. She told him she was happy. She told him that she was happy. Hilonita said, change it to the indirect speech and she told him she was happy. That is still correct, alright? So direct speech we're quite cold in here. Indirect speech. They say, we're quite cold in here. Ti tu kha tu ma an mention lo te ro. Tu te soy nge ti kha sha chong lo. They say, they kha general in kan mang thea. She ani chuan we're heta ang lau I direct speech kan we are ti nan ta we're kha chu we are ani ta chuan she chu kha chu ni thei lo te ro chu wang chuan they kan mang ton ta ni chu plural form in they say that they're cold that po hi te atel thei they say they're cold mo they say that they are cold hi adik zok also zok shashan. So when we report what someone says in the present simple, when we report what someone says in the present simple, ta po hian atir ber kan khoi unit 1 kan khoi parts of speech kha le tense kha kan lamang changkai char ti khan unit 1 kan man kan zir to te kha ti khan a in man chho zela unit 1 na mi ithiam chen lo chuan tu na mi hi thiam chen a har kopang chuwang chuan keep on revising it, alright? Keni po it's been so long since we learned grammar, but nama ni zir tu cheu te hian tian kan in zir chho ve le zel kan in brush up reng angai grammar chu so and however no, when we report what someone says in the present simple, as in the above sentence, we normally don't change the tense. We simply change the subject. When we report what someone says in the present, more present mean so it's we normally don't change the tense. Present and it's we normally don't change the tense. We simply change the subject. However, when we report things in the past, we usually change the tense by moving it one step back. For example, in the following sentence, the present simple becomes the past simple in indirect speech. Direct speech at one, I have a new car. Indirect speech at one, he said he had a new car. He past simple past in oma. Chuan not simple present in oma. Chuan in change kan simple present 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 indefinite in oma direct speech ayan indirect kan thla chuan past indefinite simple past tense in om ta ni chu chuan heng ho po hi apoi mo emema lo chher chin ro nakina pdf hi google classroom ma kan ka ta thawa in lo analyze don nya changing in the form of speech hey hi in textbook you'll be able to find it and you'll be able to follow along if you have your textbook with you, alright? Rule number 1. If the reporting verb is in present or future tense, the tense of the reported speech does not change at all. Zia chu sentence example kan pek in ula elo in sin ula. Mother says the cook is preparing food. Mother says that the cook is preparing food. Present or future tense sa omani it's on reporting verb. Enge reporting verb mo nitzina kan soito ka. Reporting verb ka present or future tense sa omani it's one. The tense of the reported speech does not change. Reported speech too, the cook is preparing food. Mo the cook is preparing food like ha a reporting verb ka present or future tense sa om chuan it does not change. Ani na ang kan lalet kan mangnon le don ni so Second example, that's one. The teacher says Ela is unwell today. The teacher says that Ela is unwell today. Atyang ang tiro. Next, that's one. Rule number 2. If the reporting verb is in past tense, heta ave thung chuan past tense reporting verb ka past tense a omni chuan all present tenses of the reported speech change into corresponding past tense. Heta chuan reported speech quotation chung om kha it changes to past tense. All right. Present indefinite indefinite tense changes to past indefinite tense. Present continuous changes to past continuous. Hey in shadring tur chu a tense here. Present indefinite ka past continuous a atlak thailo. It still has to be the same. Past indefinite ti khan a in ang let a in ang nge tur ni. It cannot jump from one tense to another tense. All right. So present perfect changes to past perfect. Present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous. So on can. The word can changes to could and may into might. But the present tense of the reported speech does not change if it expresses a universal truth or a habitual fact. Rule number 2 what? So on a highlight na. So on past tense reporting verb ka past tense a omanit. So on all the present tense of the reported speech changes to past tense. Ma say universal truth ani chuan it does not change. Past tense a in thak velo universal truth kan ti chu thudik om sa I thak dang lam thei mia lo mo khang ang chi universal truths ho kha ani chuan you cannot change it to past tense. Newton said, Isaac Newton. Newton said, the earth is a big magnet. Past tense ni tho ni chu tiro. Newton said. Said. A reporting verb ka said. Asoy na ka chu rito ma said the earth is a big magnet. Earth ka big magnet gravitational force kan siya. Ala ni reng ani Newton na hunlay po Newton na hunlay meaning kan ala dang lam lo. So there is no change, there is no lie in that. It is a universal truth. Alright, so it does not change. Indirect speech kan thakan. Newton said that the earth is a big magnet. The earth is a big magnet. It does not change at all. Alright. So on rule number 3 at so on. If the reporting verb is in past tense, reporting verb ka past tense om ve thungani so on. Past tense of the reported speech. Quotation chungami past tense ka it changes as under. More past indefinite changes to past perfect. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Past perfect and past perfect continuous tense do not change at all. Ve thungani so sha tur no khatia ang rules how he you might need it. Alright, objective aron let's walk mai the hang ang how he I want you to look into your textbook senior English grammar khatia ang rules to na karon zia so ang hi in textbook a khan lo en ula chang le zwalin in lo zir don nya by heart po poi lo tiang ang rules how it might come as objective in exam don avang it might be important. All right, so an example here in sin ula she said the burglar broke into the office. In indirect speech that's one she said that the burglar had broken into the office. Oh, so on the king said the soldiers had fought bravely. The king said that the soldiers had fought bravely. Rule number 4. So on if the reporting verb is in past tense, all future tenses shall change. All future tenses change their shall and will into would. Shall future tense at one shall le would kan mantlang poi kamo kangka it will change to would in indirect speech at one. We said we shall go boating on Sunday. We said that we would go boating on Sunday. Harlo tiro shall le will au mani chuan would kan thlakang. So on that is all for today. Nagtu ka kan chunzom le anga chuan in attendance po uluk takin ronda chin ro in row number confused lo ula o chuan in in cat in first internal test ta khan I tichavak lo in oma kang ho kha you have another chance to bring up your marks. Second cat ah hian it will happen again after 4 weeks. First cat in zo cha tun kara changa chhara akar li na second cat second internal in exam le anga chuda chuan in mark in bring up in tumanga chu wang chuan tu na kan zir lai ho hi uluk takin in ti anga thiam lo in nei chuan I in attendance da lo lo ang che hian thiam lo hi lau ve ula chu wang chuan I chang ro o I full mark te amu the ania in du chuan out of 24 a hian 24 a score the tuna chuan objective a chuan ama chuan english a hian a score the ngai lo ma se tuna hian chance in nature a chuwang chuan chang ula thil dang zong zong kha kal san ro in le khazir chia kha ngai poimo ula tun it won't be more than 2 months now khani chau angai to chuwang chuan in thei pa to pin le khazirang chau o thank you class